Hello, I'm Jaden G. Aguilar.
I am Jingler Santos.
I'm Shara Aljama.
I am Camille Shine C. Dingal.
I am Marian Christine Custodio from BSA 3A.
To begin with, our modern generation depends on technology. As you can see, in every corner of the world, you can observe that every individual use phone or gadget for their day-to-day life. Same as in business industry, since through the help of technology, they can easily advertise, communicate to others, complies employee customer data. Speaking of data, I would like to introduce MIS or Management Information System, which is the study of people, technology, organization, and the relationship among them. It is a computerized database of financial information, which is useful for business organization since it is a program in a way that it produces regular reports on operation for every level of management in a company. Additionally, you can use it for payroll, order processing, such as e-commerce business, invoice, and other information related to store data. Moving on to advantage and disadvantages. Number one advantage of MIS is it improved backup system. With modern day technology, backup can be stored in cloud, which make it easy to recover the data if something happened to the hardware and software used on storing the data. Second, it improves security. MIS can implement other security control such as user authentication, biometric authentication system, access right control. Third, it helps in strategic planning. MIS report play a significant role in the strategic planning of the company. It helps in determining future needs of the company, and it assists in formulating the goals. Lastly, it is a goal setting. As we all know, for any organization, setting up a goal is crucial matter. It requires a lot of research and development. Therefore, MIS is suitable material for determining the goal of enterprise since it is based on accurate data analysis and it can help to predict the future trend. Next is disadvantage. First is it is expensive since the organization has to buy hardware and software to run the information system. In addition, business procedures will need to be revised and the staff will need to be trained on how to use computerized information system. Second, the heavy reliance on technology. If something happened to the hardware or software, MIS will stop functioning. That will cause chaos on organization. Lastly, risk of fraud. If improper control and check happen, an intruder can unauthorized transaction such as invoice of goods that will never happen. That's all for the introduction of Management Information System. Let's move to the next reporter.
So upon researching on the functions that MIS has, there are many results came up, but I only chose these 5 functions that I think are the most important, and I focus on these 5 because I also think we can familiarize ourselves with once we use MIS. So under MIS, we will be having 5 different functions, which are data capturing, processing data, storage information, retrieval of information, and lastly, the dissemination of management information. But before discussing the functions in detail, I will show you a figure that illustrates the functions of management information system. An information system is comprised of all components that collect, manipulate, and disseminate data or information. Management information system is an integrated system that helps the management with relevant information to run the business effectively and efficiently. The core aim is to make raw data into useful information that helps the managerial decision making. Hence, it must perform the following functions. So first, data capturing. So data capturing is the system captures data from various internal and external sources of an organization. Customers touch point like stores and e-commerce sites, mobile shopping, self-checkout, and etc. Output of one or more systems like sales, finance, market, analysis, operations, and more. And from digital and social media sites. Generally, most data collected for management information system come from internal sources such as company records or reports and information compiled by managers themselves. Trade publications, customer and consultants constitute are from external sources. Data capturing may be manual or computer management information system terminals. And in converting raw data into meaningful information is what experts call data processing. This is an important function of MIS as information is the core necessity for achieving competitive advantage distribution of it. To further discuss the processing of data, capture raw data, and process to convert it into useful management information. Data processing may be done by such activities like rearranging, calculating, comparing, sorting, classifying, and summarizing. This activity can also organize, analyze, and manipulate data to generate vital management information. For the third function, the storage information, the system stores process and unprocessed data for future use. If any information is not immediately required, it is saved as an organizational record. All data that is collected is stored in a database or in data files. This data is also stored in various storage media like hard drives, DVDs, and etc. For the fourth function of MIS is the retrieval of information. The system retrieves information from its stores as and when demanded by various users. The retrieved information is either disseminated as such or it is processed again to meet the exact information needs. And the last one is the dissemination of management information. Dissemination of management information, which is the finished product of management information system that is disseminated to various users in the organization. It could be online, through computer terminals, or periodic through reports. To sum up, as discussed above, MIS has different functions that enable the management to function effectively and efficiently. The processing of data into information and communicating the resulting information to the users are the key functions of MIS. And to continue the next part of this report, may I call on Ms. Shaira to explain the way the information system can improve the chosen business, organization's process, and performance.
Let's discuss how MIS can improve the bank's organization's process and performance. Banks is very interested on researching new ways to increase operational efficiency and continue to provide excellent customer services. And MIS is the key to improve their operations and services. Management Information System manage the data, organize, and retrieve information, which help the bank organization to provide services faster and market more accurate and easier, which affect also the level of performance. When a management information system is in place, the employees in a bank become more productive as they won't have to spend time gathering the information that management demands. Other than that, the management information system helps bank to become more competitive since it reports and identifies what is working and what is not. This report gives banks the information they need to make better decisions and also improve the process and performance of their employees. MIS has been credited for reducing costs, error, and time associated with information processing. As a result, MIS plays a vital role in the management, administration, and operation of an organization. The next part will be discussed by Ms. Shine Camille Tingal.
Presenting recommendations of hardware and software to be used to implement the MIS of a bank. There are a lot of banks here in the Philippines. These are the BPO, BPI, Land Bank of the Philippines, and many more. Based on my research, here are the suggested hardware applications that will help the bank to be more productive and efficient. Computers in the banking industry have improved back office operations and account management productivity while streamlining customer service. The area of competition is where the influence is the greatest, because they have access to the same technology as big banks. Small banks are better able to compete with them for customers. These are the suggested hardware application. First, hardware technology. In 1960s, bank hardware consisted of a mainframe and a punch card contained customer account information and were read into the main system by a punch card machine, mid-range and client server hardware configurations, which are no longer than a mini tower system. This technology have enabled advances into the wireless banking and telecommunications banking. Second, electronic transactions. Direct deposit is an example of electronic transaction. After the computer performed electronic transmission, it transferred the information to the main computer system for processing and updating. Now banks have extended electronic transaction capabilities through landline and cell phones, internet, and ATMs. Third, web-based banking. These where the online transactions have formed. This system uses a dedicated server through a bank network system, where is partitioned for internet applications. This system by law must include secure servers and authenticated certificates regarding transactions from the Federal Deposit Insurance Company and the Federal Reserve Board. This means that a customer who chooses to have a bank online can access their account through web interface, and before entering the main system, to perform a web based on a section, a customer credentials, user ID, and password must pass through several checkpoints. Digitalization is changing the world, especially in the world of banking, where many companies fight for their customers. The majority of top banking software companies take these tendencies into account to provide the most demandable services or products. Here are the examples of software applications. First, SMS banking software. To benefit the most from SMS banking capabilities, customers do not need to own smartphones. Most banks give their customers the option to pay bills, enable or disable certain services, and other things. A brief message is all that is needed. Second, merchants banking software. This software is more similar to investment banks. Overall, it has the offer to feature for collecting information, processing it, and storing it. It can be a portfolio, information about funds or accounts, history of trades, and so on. Everything should be easy to access and perceive in real time. Third, investment banking software. This software currently is a collection of services or cloud solutions that address a number of particular problems. The best banking software solutions. One that will enhance internal operations and services standards is what bank needs. Open source solutions don't work well in the situation. A superior market performance can be demonstrated by the business by having online access to any piece of information that is updated in real time. Key features of component finance management of hardware and software applications. First, financial tracking. It improves for transparency and complete real-time control, means that customizable dashboards, reports where you can set specific parameters to display, and relevant notifications sent to the right people in context. Second, financial planning. Aligning them with the organization's overall business plan, it establishes the link between information, activities, and people. Additionally, it provides specific solutions for financial planning such as budget approvals. Third, finance automation. Automation is now universally acknowledged as being much more than a trend or industry phrase by those who understand modern business. You may increase consistency and free up staff all at once by having automated programs handle routine, predictable finance procedures. There are a lot of suggested and recommendations out there because improvements, innovations never stop but continue to multiply. That will help not only in terms of banking, but with small and medium businesses, accountants, and people to have good decision making, effective and efficient planning, and operations.
Let us talk about how the management information system will function in relation to the business organization of banking industry. Every modern organization, regardless of industry or sector, has felt the pressure to achieve peak performance. With the ever-changing nature of the marketplace and its increasing complexity, such as triumph, becomes a major challenge, necessitating a focus on the fundamental elements of operational excellence. With this, Management Information System, or MIS, has now become popular in the service sector, particularly in the banking industry, in the form of products such as internet banking, e-payments, security investments, and information exchanges. MIS helps facilitate the automation and integration of public financial management processes such as budget formulation, commitment control, cash and debt management, treasury operations, accounting and reporting. It has the potential to significantly improve the efficiency and equity of all banking operations while also increasing its participation, transparency, and accountability. MIS will also undertake its functions in relation to banks, such as recording and reporting all daily financial transactions, providing a reliable consolidated platform, and focusing on technology such as throughput, which information is transferred for every transaction speed, the accuracy of the information provided, and response time. In addition, MIS is established for the smooth working of each bank. For instance, this is available within working hours with no system downtime. It can able to transfer information from one point to the next in seconds. Overall, MIS supports the bank's organization's ability to build a strategic database that contains much information on the operations and activities of the organization, customers, suppliers, competitors, and the surrounding environment that assists the organizations in strategic planning and strategic initiatives.
To wrap it up, a Management Information System, MIS, is an integral set of software application designed to help bank or other organization to manage their business data effectively and efficiently. That's all, Foster. Thank you.